Tuesday, man, and it's already Wednesday. The Wednesday humps are here again. I really can't believe how hot it is in this room. That must mean that summer is here. Oh, this weather sure is awesome. I like it hot, hot, hot. But, you know, it is like 90 degrees in this room. It's a bit too hot. It's just a little bit too hot. Need to find some air, find some water, find a place that's not small and filled with lights. You know? It's iced coffee today. Anyway, if you haven't already, you gotta check out the last vlog, number 58. It's basically the drunken adventures of Dan and Damon. So yeah, check it out, cause it's fun. Also, you can follow Damon McKenzie at Damon McKenzie Music, or check out his new band, Handsome Pete. That's at Hands O Pie. I don't know, whatever. Here it is, right here at the bottom. Handsome Pete. Check them out. They are pretty good. So listen, discover, explore. Yeah. I tell you, this week has been a wild one so far, and we're only to Wednesday! Returned last night from a fun adventure to Cincinnati with my buddy Cory Taylor. Was an awesome time, and there really is so much footage, so more is to come, but just a little recap. Basically, it all started off when we went to Google Detroit and had a shoot with Perry Ferrel from Jane's Addiction. You may have heard of them. He's also the founder of Lollapalooza. Well, gee, what's that? I don't know. Apparently, you've been living under a rock. This shoot was badass, and it was a good time. And after we got loaded back up, me and Cory bolted on down to Cincinnati, Ohio. You know, where you can find stuff there. I think that's their tag thing. Like, what? Ohio, what will you find? Well, Cory and I were finding lost. And lost at moments we were. We had some great food, some pretty badass views, and then got some sleep after deciding against our original Airbnb location, which was actually Kentucky. Still ended up staying in Kentucky, but in a better spot. Parking just didn't really feel too safe in the area. So we decided to stay at the Radisson. Then we got up the next morning for a shoot. Of course, not before hitting a Waffle House. I mean, that's just one of those things you have to do when you're not in Michigan, right? But then we did our thing, did the setup, got some shots, and headed on back up to Michigan. Oh yeah. Seriously, it was a grand adventure, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So, you know, be on the lookout for that when, I don't know how I'm doing that yet. There really is a lot of footage, so gotta figure out if I'm making just an adventure video or if I'm just doing like what I did with the Damon vlog. Because, you know, it seems to work. Yeah. Also, if you've made it this far in the video, make sure you're giving this video a like wherever it's at, or, you know, subscribe. Got questions, message me. You know, do those things that you do when you support friends doing things. It's really not that hard, I promise. So also Monday night, well, technically Tuesday morning at 2:30 in the morning, SpaceX launched their Falcon Heavy on its most difficult space mission yet, with several different maneuvers in space, launching 24 satellites into orbit, as well as 152 dead persons' remains. Still creepy. But of those 24 satellites, some actual cool things going on, some of which you might have heard about or been hearing about for a long time, and they went up in this mission. One of which is NASA's Deep Space Atomic Clock. Ooh. You know, an atomic clock that just doesn't die and is extremely accurate for like hundreds of thousands of years. Which may change the way robots and astronauts navigate through space. Considering the technology they currently use is, you know, from like the 60s. So could be kind of cool, you know? Also, you've seen it in science fiction films, and you've seen it in like Scholastic magazine probably when you were a kid and we first landed on Mars with the rover. I guess if you're my age anyway. But that's Planetary Society's light sail. A big sail of solar foil wonderfulness that, you know, propels objects through space. Hypothetically. Supposedly. We'll see. That's right, it is an experiment, but it could change the way that vehicles and spacecraft propel themselves through space. So it's quite interesting. I even think Bill Nye said some things about this a while back, or even recent. I don't know for sure, I can't totally back that up. You know, do your own research sometimes, how about that? I just thought it was cool, and you might have heard of it, because, you know, they're cool things. As if launching dead people's remains into space wasn't, you know, cool enough. All the coolness over at SpaceX, they're just, you know, so cool. As stated earlier, this was SpaceX's most difficult launch to date, with the difficulty resulting in only 2 of the 3 boosters making it safely back to Earth. So 2 of the boosters landed, the center core did not land, which Elon was even saying that a high probability of failure there, which is a super high entry force because of, you know, super far orbit. Literally, the center stage was hurtling back towards Earth at around, you know, Mach 9, Mach 12. Yeah, that's like 9 to 12 times the speed of sound. It had already used a lot of its fuel trying to position where they needed to launch the multiple satellites in space. Also, the drone ship that they used to land the center core on was like 770 miles off the coast of Florida. That's like 30% further than it normally is when they land. The 2 side boosters did land, just missed the mark on that center one. But all in all, the actual satellite missions do appear to be a success. So did it. And hell yeah, SpaceX. You guys are awesome. Other things! I got more to say? I do! Avengers Endgame is set to hit theaters this weekend. Again, that's right, in an attempt to edge out Avatar and become the #1 movie in the world. Claiming that #1 position and hustling another $47 million out of you guys. The re-release will be happening this Friday. So what's new? Really? I mean, I want to know. Well, we got a new poster. Aww, I love you 3000 too. Get a intro from director Anthony Russo. Ooh, wow. And an unfinished deleted scene. Oh, and also we get a Spider-Man Far From Home sneak peek. Which, that's officially opening next Friday anyway. So, trying to figure out what they're really giving me there. Other than a plea to just be like, hey, give us more money so that we can be the #1 movie. So what do you think? Worth it? Gonna go see it? Do you think they'll make it? Do you think they'll do it? I guess we'll see. Of course, to me what's funny is that, like, I believe Gone in the Wind, after adjustments for inflation, is still the #1 movie in the world. It made like $320 million in, you know, the late 30s, which after adjusted for inflation has got like almost, I don't know, like $1 million, $1.5 million, billion, that's B's. Just so much money! I'm gonna have to look that up. So, oh yeah, there you go. It's a lot of money. Yeah, no one's beating that. We all know that Tony Stark dies now. And if you didn't, then you also live under a rock. I don't know, I just think the whole idea is kind of crazy that they're bringing this movie back. I mean, Stark dies. Oh well, you know, had to happen. But maybe we should be more sad that KOKO died. You know, the gorilla that learned sign language and stuff. It seriously is rather sad. I just got done watching 2 different documentaries that had KOKO actually in the documentary. Both Robin Williams and Mr. Rogers had their moments with KOKO, and in both the documentaries explained that that was like a special moment in their lives. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of a bummer. Both shared their experience and how amazing it actually was. So you know, whatever, it's a bummer here in the news. But enough news, cause I got stuffs to do's, and you do's too's. So do it well. Also, my Insta360 Nano camera that I had up on eBay, no one bid on it. So it automatically relisted, and I can't adjust the listing without them wanting to charge me, so it's up again, you know, go to my eBay, buy it. I'm Dan, and you've been watching the Finding Lost Vlogs, number 59! Damn, one more and it's 60. My, how the time flies. Get out, do some things, enjoy this weather, you know, sweat and work and yeah, just all the good stuff. Peace, I'm out of here.